Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Flow podcast. I'm Alex.
And I'm Sara. We're so happy you could join us today.
That's right. On English Flow, we love helping you improve your English in a fun and easy way.
And today we have a super practical topic that everyone can relate to. We're going to talk about daily routines.
Your daily routine. It's what you do every day from the moment you open your eyes until you go to sleep.
Yes, and we'll share our own routines, teach you lots of useful vocabulary, and explain some common phrasal verbs that native speakers use all the time when talking about their day.
So, get ready to learn some everyday English that you can use immediately. Let's dive in.
All right, let's start with the morning. What does your morning routine look like? When do you usually wake up?
Wake up. That's our first phrasal verb. To wake up means to stop sleeping. It's when your eyes open and you become conscious. For me, I usually wake up around 7 a.m.
7 a.m. That's not too early, not too late. What about you, listeners? When do you usually wake up? Do you just jump out of bed immediately?
Not always. There's a difference between wake up and get up. To get up means to leave your bed. So I might wake up at 7 a.m., but I usually get up around 7:15 a.m. I like to check my phone or just lie in bed for a few minutes.
I'm the same. My alarm goes off, I wake up, but then I might hit the snooze button once or twice before I actually get up. So, wake up is when you stop sleeping, and get up is when you physically leave your bed. Simple enough.
Exactly. So, once I get up, the first thing I do is head to the bathroom. I usually brush my teeth.
To brush your teeth. You use a toothbrush and toothpaste to clean your teeth. Essential for fresh breath.
Absolutely. After that, I might take a shower. To take a shower means to wash your body under running water. It really helps me feel fresh and ready for the day.
I love a morning shower too. It really helps me feel awake. So, after your shower, what's next? Do you get dressed right away?
Yes, I get dressed. To get dressed means to put on your clothes. I usually pick out my clothes the night before, so it's quick in the morning.
That's a good tip. Planning your clothes the night before saves time. My morning routine is pretty similar. I wake up, get up, brush my teeth, take a shower, and then I usually make a cup of coffee.
Coffee, a morning essential for many people. To make a cup of coffee means to prepare it, usually with a coffee machine or by pouring hot water over coffee grounds.
Exactly. And while I'm drinking my coffee, I usually check my emails. To check your emails means to look at new messages in your email inbox. It's a quick way to see if there's anything urgent.
I do that too. After getting ready, what's next for you? Do you eat breakfast?
Yes, breakfast is important. I usually have breakfast around 8 a.m. To have breakfast means to eat your first meal of the day. I usually have something simple like toast or cereal.
Cereal is a classic. I also have breakfast, but I often make myself an omelet. To make myself an omelet means to cook an omelet for yourself. It's a nice way to get some protein in the morning.
Sounds delicious. So, after breakfast, it's time to head out. This is another great phrasal verb. To head out means to leave your house, usually to go somewhere specific.
That's right. So I might head out for work, or if it's the weekend, I might head out to the gym. What about you?
I usually head out to my home office, which is just down the hall. No long commute for me. So to review our morning verbs, wake up, Get up, brush your teeth, take a shower, get dressed, make coffee, check emails, have breakfast, and head out. Lots of useful ones there.
All right, let's move on to the afternoon. This is usually the busiest part of the day for most people.
Absolutely. For me, my afternoon typically starts with lunch. I usually have lunch around 1 p.m. To have lunch is to eat your midday meal.
I usually have lunch a bit later, around 1:30 p.m. I often grab a quick bite. To grab a quick bite means to eat something quickly, usually because you don't have much time. So I might just have a sandwich or a salad.
That's a great expression. Grab a quick bite. It's very common. After lunch, I usually get back to work. To get back to work means to return to your job or tasks after a break.
Same here. I often have meetings in the afternoon, so I might attend a meeting. To attend a meeting means to be present at a meeting, to go to it.
And sometimes those meetings can drag on. That's a good phrase. If something drags on, it means it continues for too long, becoming boring or tedious.
Yes, some meetings definitely drag on. But usually I'm pretty focused on my tasks. I might work on a project. To work on a project means to spend time and effort developing or completing a specific task.
I also often run errands in the afternoon. This is a super common phrasal verb. To run errands means to go out and do small tasks, like going to the grocery store, going to the post office, or picking up dry cleaning.
That's a good one. We use run errands all the time. For example, I need to run some errands after work, so I might be home a bit late.
Exactly. Sometimes, if I have a little free time, I might do some light reading. To do some light reading means to read something for pleasure that is easy to understand, like a magazine or a novel.
That sounds nice and relaxing. I sometimes take a short break in the afternoon. To take a short break means to stop working for a brief period to rest or do something else, maybe get a cup of tea.
So, for our afternoon vocabulary, we had have lunch, grab a quick bite, get back to work, attend a meeting, drag on, work on a project, run errands, do some light reading, and take a short break. A lot of activity in the afternoon.
Now let's move into the evening. This is when most people start to wind down.
Yes, wind down is a perfect phrasal verb for the evening. To wind down means to relax after a period of activity, to slowly reduce your stress and prepare for rest.
Exactly. So after a long day of work, I usually wind down by listening to some music or watching a TV show.
I also like to wind down by cooking. I usually prepare dinner around 6:30 p.m. To prepare dinner means to cook the evening meal.
And then, of course, you have dinner. To have dinner is to eat your evening meal. I usually have dinner with my family and we talk about our day. It's a nice way to reconnect.
Me too. After dinner, I might do the dishes. To do the dishes means to wash the plates, cups, and cutlery after a meal. Or, if I'm lucky, someone else might do the dishes.
Yes, sometimes the dishwasher does the dishes for us. After dinner and cleaning up, I usually like to catch up on some reading. To catch up on some reading means to read something that you haven't had time to read recently.
I often watch a movie or browse the internet. To watch a movie is pretty clear, right? And to browse the internet means to look at different websites or social media without a specific goal, just exploring.
Yes, just scrolling through. Before bed, I like to get everything ready for the next day. This means preparing my clothes, packing my bag, or making my lunch for tomorrow. It saves time in the morning.
That's a smart habit. And finally, it's time to go to bed. To go to bed means to enter your bed to sleep. We also have a couple of fun, informal ways to say this.
That's right. You can say turn in. To turn in means to go to bed. For example, it's getting late. I think I'm going to turn in.
And another one is call it a day. This doesn't just mean go to bed, it means to stop working or doing an activity for the day. So you might say, I've been working for hours. I'm going to call it a day. And then you might turn in.
Perfect. So for our evening words, we had wind down, prepare dinner, have dinner, do the dishes, catch up on some reading, watch a movie, browse the internet, get everything ready for the next day, go to bed, turn in, and call it a day. What a productive day.
Wow, we covered a lot of ground today, from morning to night.
We certainly did, and hopefully our listeners have picked up some really useful vocabulary and phrasal verbs to describe their own daily routines.
Let's quickly review some of the key expressions we learned.
In the morning, we talked about wake up, stop sleeping, and get up, leave bed, then brush your teeth and take a shower. We also learned head out, leave your house.
For the afternoon, we discussed grab a quick bite, eat something quickly, get back to work, return to work, and run errands, do small tasks outside your home.
And in the evening, some great ones were wind down, relax, do the dishes, wash plates after eating, and 2 informal ways to say go to bed, turn in, and call it a day.
Wow, what a productive day!
Wow, we covered a lot of ground today.
We certainly did, and hopefully our listeners have picked up some really useful vocabulary and phrasal verbs to describe their own daily routines.
That's a great challenge. You can even try writing down your routine or telling a friend about it in English.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode of the English Flow podcast. We loved sharing our routines with you.
Thanks so much for listening and for joining us on this English learning journey. Your support means a lot to us.
Don't forget to subscribe to the English Flow podcast so you don't miss any future episodes. We'll be back soon with another exciting topic.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep learning, and keep that English flowing.
Bye, everyone.
See you next time.